In the ever-evolving landscape of education, the pursuit of digital literacy stands as a cornerstone for empowering the next generation. Ensuring that students are equipped with the necessary technological skills and have access to quality digital education is now being prioritized, which is why schools are encouraged to have computer skills as part of their curriculum. I delve into an enlightening conversation with Abdullahi Baturi, the CEO and co-founder of Schoola, and we talk about the current state of digital literacy in Nigeria's education sector. Abdul, looking at the gap in incorporating computer skills in African school curricula, what's your perception of the current state of digital literacy in Nigeria's education sector?
Well, according to the National Digital Literacy Framework, Nigeria has a target of achieving 95% digital literacy by the year 2030. However, many Nigerians still lack access to digital learning opportunities, and they face challenges such as poverty and inadequate distribution of infrastructure. NIDA and UNESCO are two organizations that are working to provide digital literacy education and skills for Nigerians, especially for adults and youth who have, been excluded from the formal education system. So my opinion is, I think it is the skill that is needed by everyone if we must achieve the 95%. It is not even for the individuals, it is for survival. You need digital literacy skills to survive, by the year 2030.
That's correct. But what challenges do you think schools commonly face when trying to integrate digital literacy into their curriculum?
The bulk of I've worked with private schools. Yes, they try their best, but you have the most experienced teachers, old and saying this technology is not my thing, taking it for granted. These are some of the challenges I know. But then, as far as a public school is concerned, the data we have is about 80% of teachers have access to smartphones, smart devices. So they go about doing basic things like WhatsApp, but then digital literacy as it is, and becoming a digital citizen, which is very, very crucial today, has been a tough thing. How do you use these technologies responsibly? How do you use it to help you with your civic, social, and work life? I think there needs to be a lot of awareness as to the importance of how, the digital literacy skills are needed by everyone. We built our platform and we made it content agnostic, meaning that every school can put in their content. But the biggest problem we encountered was that the teachers were not, tech savvy, and you can't blame them. They've been overworked, doing a lot of work, and then wouldn't have the time to actually learn these skill sets. And organizations like the NIDA and UNESCO, I hope the framework and the plans, get to more teachers, because this gets today and learning can only happen, with technology, because we have this spiky point of view at school that brick and mortar schools are obsolete and that technology is the only way to teach the 21st century.
But let's assume that we're able to achieve, let's say, 95 to 100% digital literacy integration for both, the students and the teachers. What opportunities arise from embracing a more tech-oriented approach to education?
So it will bring about, you hear stuff like personalized learning and data. Data is very, very crucial. If parents have the performance of their child as they practice, they can be able to contribute, to the teachers, and the teachers will know which child is weak. Even though, yes, we can guess, but they will know actually, who is putting what effort, and even reward the people that are putting in more effort. There's a data we see from students practicing on our gamified mobile app, for example, where you'd see one child has answered 1,700 questions and has 1,000 points. You'd see another child has answered 1,700 questions and has 300 points. And I would say it will help the teachers understand that this person is willing to learn. The person that has answered 1,500 questions, and is at 300 points. And it will guide the teachers to offer tailored support, even group the students. And I think we are going to achieve far, far better than what we are getting today.
You spoke about gamification, Abdul, right? How does it enhance students' engagement and learning?
Learning for this generation has to be fun, engaging, and interactive. We've seen it firsthand. We launched our solution during the COVID lockdowns, and we literally saw a little girl that told her mom, "Mom, it's not fun." And if it is not fun, they won't, buy it. So our flagship solution was a gamified mobile app that rewards students for doing schoolwork. And we found that kids love it. I think a particular child was able to answer about 500,000 questions before he graduated. And do you know why? Well, because we put these incentives. There's a point for every right answer. And then if you fail, we're using the carrot and stick. It takes off some points when you fail. And these points you gather, you can use them for so many other things. You can use them for duel, where if you win, you get 10 more points. If you lose, 10 more points, and 10 points get subtracted from your own point. We put a leaderboard, we added tournaments and more features. And children like to do schoolwork now because that gamified mobile app rewards students for doing schoolwork. So we've seen how kids want to do more schoolwork because they are seeing the results of what they do. And yes, gamification, you hear it all over, but there are different ways to motivate the learners. And just recently, via the MasterCard Foundation EdTech Fellowship Program, we did a learning science masterclass where we realized that there are different ways you can motivate children. And gamification is at the top of the list, but you'd have to really, really think broad about on how you go about it. You don't need to do it with technology. You can bring a lot of fun things into learning because these kids love learning to be fun, engaging, and interactive if you must get their attention.
All right, Abdul, talking about the role of teachers in all of this, how crucial is their empowerment in ensuring the success of digital literacy programs?
Well, if you don't empower teachers, I think you are crushing your country or your nation, your schools. Teachers, there's a lot of distraction, a lot of opportunities for all with technology. People want to leave the classrooms. So you want to empower the best teachers to stay in the classrooms. You want to go to them, teach them how to leverage technology, teach them digital literacy, and beg, especially the older ones that have 20 years, 30 years experience. You need those ones to form solid content because they have the technical know-how. And I feel teacher motivation is at the top of the list, and that's why we're focused as a company. And you would agree with me too that we cannot have, great content without, old timers, if I may use, or super qualified teachers that with the years of experience. And tools, I'd encourage companies to build tools that make this easy for the teachers to transition into tech. And I've seen a 7, 8 year old, that uses our technology to create lessons. And I'm impressed. He loves it. He keeps asking me, how do you guys do that? I hope more companies are going to bring solutions that are tailored for the African teacher. And I support what NIDA and organizations like UNESCO is doing in trying to focus on, how we can bridge the national digital literacy, gap.
Looking ahead, Abdul, what do you envision as the future of digital literacy in Nigeria's education sector? And how can innovative solutions continue to drive positive change?
While innovative solutions can drive positive change if they collaborate and partner with one another, we don't need a new solution doing the same thing. I would encourage innovators to sit down and look at the gaps. What specific problem can I solve? And you be the person that goes to teach the teachers or teach the school or show the children how it works. If all these stakeholders collaborate, we're going to build a bigger ecosystem that all of us, benefit from. And these collaborations will go a long way in even convincing more stakeholders to take this, frameworks and digital literacy drive seriously. Now, if 90% or let's say 60 to 70% of teachers in schools, were certified that they are, tech savvy or digitally literate, I think it helps the district or the government or, the local government or the state government to say, you know what, these people are coming to us with one voice, 70% of them, 70% strong, and we too have to adopt technology. And gradually, we're going to have better education for our kids, personalized learning, and we'll encourage and inspire the young generation that are supposed to be engineers building stuff for the community.
All right, Abdullahi Bature, the co-founder and CEO of Schoola. Thank you for that insightful conversation, and thank you so much for joining us on Tech Trends.
Thank you very much. It's been an awesome conversation. Thank you very much.
That's all we have for you on our lineup this week. Thank you for staying with us. But as always, Tech Trends easier to share insights, trends, and developments happening in the tech space. If you missed any part of the program, you can always catch up on the channel's TV YouTube accounts where we have all of our episodes, and I encourage you to watch, share, and like your favorite editions. For Tech Trends, I'm Olayemi Odunuga. I'll see you next time.